Hello from the southwest of France. I'm Bobby. Welcome to my channel. This is Project 60. It's going to be looking at the next 3.5, 4 years to when I reach 50. So I'm going to dive into pillar 3 today. Pillar 1, if you remember, was about my health and fitness, not my health and safety, as I kept going on about some reason. And also pillar 2 was about retirement and also finances as well. Okay, so pillar 3, excuse me, I'll take a drink, is going to be about what it's like living in rural France on a day-to-day perspective, like real rural France. So as an example, I start off by saying in our village there are 17 houses. 17 post boxes. And the reason we know that is because my wife actually delivered some Christmas cards over last year, end of last year, and discovered, there's only 17 post boxes that the the post person can deliver to. And so that's how we discovered there were 17 houses there. There's actually more barns in this village than there are houses. Now, some of those houses are actually occupied full-time, a lot of them. I think most of them are. Some of them are on for sale. Some of them are holiday homes. Some of them are rented as well to get people coming in and out. So one thing I'm going to touch from a day-to-day perspective in France is the language barrier, because what we tend to find is over a certain generation they don't converse in English, rightly so, right? This is rural France, there's no need for them to converse in English. The younger generation seem to, which is quite good, and I'm going to talk about what the local people are like, how we get on with them, also what the expats are like, we met so far, and the differences between the two, etc, etc. Okay, we are location-wise in the southwest France, in the Dordogne, specifically in a region called the Périgord Vert. Okay, so we're about an hour south of a town called Limoges, a big town. It's got an airport, etc. So you can go on Google Maps and see where that is. But we've also got a couple of biggish towns near us, Bergerac and Bordeaux. Bordeaux's about an hour 45. I think Bergerac's maybe an hour-ish, something like that, and that's got airport as well. So is Bordeaux. So one of the things I'm going to cover about living in rural France from a day-to-day perspective is shopping, right? How do we get our provisions? Where do we go to shop? How far the shop is, and the various choices that we have in terms of the food and the differences between the UK and France. So we'll discuss things like that. I'll also discuss things like transport links, what the roads are like, the good bits and the bad bits of that. I'm going to talk about healthcare, the emergency services. So we'll discuss a whole kind of variety of stuff of what we discovered about those things that you take for granted, even things like, right, waste disposal, right? Silly little things like that. Our bin service, we don't have one, but I'll enlighten you some of the video. Even also Wi-Fi. And by the way, you'll be smashing that like button, right, when you hear about the bin service. It's absolutely cosmic stuff. Okay, another topic I'm going to bundle into this particular bit, and maybe it's going to cross over to the other pillars as well, which I think actually all three of them are going to become one amorphous blob, to be honest. I'll be talking about the house as well. I'll do a view of around the house as well, what it looks like. So I'm in the loft at the moment. It's converted. It's two parts to it, and one half is converted. It's very different from downstairs. The walls are thinner. Obviously, it's the roof, so the temperatures a bit different, can fluctuate quite a bit. Sorry, another water break. We'll talk about the house. I'll take some pictures as well. I might even do a drone. In fact, I will do a drone if the village are okay with it, of the whole village as well, and it won't take me long, I promise you. And also going to discuss the projects that I'm working on around the house, because there's always something to be done. I've got a long list of items on my list to go through and attack at certain points during our stay here, our lives here. But I want to aim for 60, right, when the house is at the point where I can go done, dusted, only needs a regular refresh for painting and stuff like that. And I'll share some photos of those as well. Also, what I'm going to do is just to give you a flavour, and I'd like to know your opinion about this. So I'm going to go for long walks. I'm going to take my little phone with me, take some videos of the surrounding area, and maybe some what the other local villages are like, right? And I'd like to get your opinion of whether you think actually Bobby is actually selling this as rural. Is it, or is it semi-rural? I don't know. I'd like to get your opinion on that. I make it sound as if it's impossible to get anywhere. It's not, right? The services are very, very good. Um, so yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this video, right? I wanted to say thank you before I go to the subscribers. People have subscribed to this unbelievably and are taking note and interested in what I'm talking about on my journey. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Please let me know if you've got any questions about what it's like living in rural France, and I'll try to pick them up as a topic. Give me some ideas. I've got a long list of stuff that I want to talk about, just day-to-day stuff. But my videos will be targeting, things like I'm working on this project today, this is how it's going, or we're going to the shops today, or we're going to the local town, blah, blah, blah. So it's going to be a little bit targeted like that. All right, so let's leave it there. Thank you for watching, and I will, like I said, hopefully see you in the next one. And I will say merci, bonne journée, et au revoir.